The president, as you know, is in Alaska, is the first president to visit above the Arctic today. And I wanted to ask you about Ms. Fiarina's views on climate change, particularly as the president puts a spotlight on this. I'm going to play you a little bit of sound from Carly Fiarina on the issue. Take a listen.
All those scientists who tell us that global warming is real, that it's man-made, also tell us that with current technology, it will take 3 decades, trillions of dollars, and a coordinated global effort. What do you suppose the chances of that happening are? You suppose China's ready to sign up for that? Suppose Brazil's ready to sign up? Suppose Europe's ready? None of them are prepared to sign up. And by the way, no one is willing to spend the trillions and trillions of dollars.
That strikes me as a remarkable thing for a Republican, a believer in American exceptionalism, to say that there's this huge pressing challenge. It's a really big thing that the world has to come together, and that's just not going to happen. Like, so what? So then what do we do?
I think her point is that liberals have been willing to sacrifice jobs, people's livelihoods, on the name of ideology rather than actually explaining to people what it would take to make a difference. Liberals don't explain that. All they do is destroy a lot of jobs in order to say that they're doing something.
What jobs are destroyed? Solar is one of the fastest growing employers in all of America right now. You want to tell all those people installing rooftop solar their jobs are being sacrificed?
I would recommend Carly's book to you, where she talks about all of the jobs in Mendota, California in particular. This is a state that has 100 or so billionaires and the highest poverty rates in the nation. And some of that is largely due to these environmental policies. It's what has led to this drought being so bad. And yes, it has caused massive destruction in some of these communities in the Central Valley.
I'm sorry, that's not making a lot of sense. The drought has been exacerbated, as every scientist will say, by global climate change. There's predictions that
the drought has been exacerbated because liberals in California haven't been willing to build a reservoir in 30 years. If they were willing to capture some of the rainwater in years where there was more rainwater, then the drought wouldn't be nearly as bad on years where there is a drought, which is fairly common in California, actually.
This drought is not common, though, you would admit, right? These are the 5 driest years since they've been keeping track since 1860. California
has droughts fairly frequently.
But it doesn't have historic droughts.
Does it have 5 years in a row storing the rainwater?
The 5 worst years. I'm not making that up. That's not like some invention of the evil liberals. It is literally the 5 driest years in the history of California. Those are the facts on the table. And Carly Fiarina is from California.
I hear you, but do you also hear me that they haven't built any reservoirs or ability to keep rainwater in some of those other years, and that may contribute to how bad this drought has been for the Central Valley?
They've done tremendous amounts of water conservation. There's tons of drip irrigation that's happened. Let me ask you this, though.
They weren't willing to build a reservoir because of the Delta smelt, a fish about yay big, and that is now devastating people's jobs.
They have not closed the pumps for the Delta smelt during the last year, first of all. Second of all, go back to the original idea. Here's Carly Fiarina, smart, capable, CEO, believes in America as leader, and she says, there's this problem, and I'm just going to say, no one else is going to sign up for it, I'm going to walk away. Is that the way she's going to lead America?
That's not what she said.
That is what she said.
She literally just said it. She would have said that innovation is the answer to this, not destroying jobs, not telling people that a law in California will somehow fix global warming when it won't. One nation acting alone will not fix this problem.
You guys have a much lower percentage of electricity usage of any state in the nation, and your GDP has been booming since it. It shows it can be done. Sarah Isgur, it has been fun to talk to you. Come on back. Bring Carly Fiarina.